students, let us we see about environmental science. The topic is ecosystem. What is ecosystem? Ecosystem is a Greek word. It is coined from Greek words. It is a meaning of study of home. Ecosystem, a group of organisms interacting among themselves and with their environment. The group of organisms is nothing but plants and animals. The plants and animals are interacting with their environment. What are the types of ecosystem? Ecosystem has two types. One is artificial and natural. Natural ecosystem is it occurs from nature. Artificial is a man-made one. Man-made, the example is cropland dam. Natural ecosystem, it is classified into two types: terrestrial ecosystem and aquatic. Terrestrial only in land, it represents land. Aquatic ecosystem is a water. It is otherwise classified into marine ecosystem and freshwater ecosystem. Then freshwater ecosystem, it is classified into running water and standing water. Standing water and running water. Running water means river and all explained. Then standing water, pond, lake and explained. The next one, the ecosystem, the diagrams of ecosystem, natural, artificial, the dam, is the picture of classification of ecosystem. Then natural ecosystem, in the natural ecosystem, it occurs only in nature. Based on their habitat, it is classified into terrestrial and aquatic. Aquatic ecosystem is a freshwater and marine ecosystem, running water and marine ecosystem. The structure of components. What are the structure of components of an ecosystem? This is abiotic and biotic components. Abiotic components is a non-living things. Biotic components is a living things. Here abiotic and biotic and ecosystem. These three things are cyclic in nature. Abiotic is a non-living things. This example is climate, soil, water and etc. Physical components, it include energy, climate, raw material. Chemical components, sources of essential examples, essential nutrients like examples organic substance and inorganic substance. Organic substance like protein, lipids, carbohydrate. Inorganic substance, microelements and macroelements. Microelements are aluminium, cobalt, zinc and copper. Macroelements carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, phosphorus and nitrogen and potassium. Then biotic components. Biotic components are living organisms are called biotic components. It is classified into two: autotrophic components and heterotrophic. Autotrophic components is a producer. Producer means, for example, the production is from green plants, algae, bacteria. The plants prepare their own food. Presence of sunlight and chlorophyll, carbon dioxide and water to form carbohydrate. That is autotrophic, or as already has studied in the photosynthesis process. Heterotrophic components include consumer, decomposer, macro consumer and micro consumer. Macro consumer is herbivores, omnivores, herbivores, omnivores, consumers, decomposer, heterotrophic. Macro consumer, herbivores, carnivores, omnivores. Then micro consumer, decomposer. Herbivores means plant eating animals. Carnivores means animal eating animals. Then omnivores means the animals which can eat both animals and plants. Decomposer means bacteria and fungi. It is easily decomposed to form things. Classification of biotic components. Biotic components are grouped into three groups. Producer means synthesize their own food through photosynthesis. Carbon dioxide, water, sunlight, and chlorophyll to form carbohydrate plus oxygen plus water. Consumer, it depends on producer for their food. Primary consumer and secondary consumer. Primary consumer is depends only plants, plant eating animals. Plant eating eaters means insect, rat, goat, cars, etc. Secondary consumer, primary carnivores and primary consumer is it depends only on the primary consumer. Meat eaters, frog, cats, snakes, etc. Tertiary consumer, secondary carnivores, it depends on secondary consumer for their food. Meat eaters, tiger, lion. Decomposer, food dead organisms. The plants and animals decompose. After some time, the plant and animals are died and then decompose them into simpler compounds. During this process, inorganic nutrients is released. Then that one is used for producers for preparing that organic nutrient for preparing their own food. This is the food chain. This is the food chain. Food chain, producer, primary consumer, secondary consumer, and decomposer. Functions of an ecosystem. Functions, it allow flow of energy and cyclic of nutrient. Function of an ecosystem is three types: primary function and secondary function and tertiary function. Primary functions, manufacture of starch or using photosynthesis.